Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I am answering a Dear Ruth Theresa question. So let me introduce myself to you. My name is Ruth Theresa. I have my own company called One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. I deal with clients in a myriad of different ways. Sometimes it's just to connect them to a loved one that's passed, to get a message. Sometimes it's business readings to get them more information about their business or the people that they're working with, or even sometimes contracts. It just depends on what they require from me. All I do is communicate with my angels and guides that talk to their angels and guides, and I get them great, amazing messages that really give them a great insight into about what's about to happen for them. So let me tell you what my Dear Ruth Theresa question is. The question is, I don't like smoke. What can I use to clear or cleanse my house or office? So there's a ton of things that you can do if you don't really like smoke. A lot of people don't really care for the smell of sage. My husband is one of them. He is not a sage lover at all. And so besides being able to do it when he's gone, it's one of those, you can do a lot of other things. So there's a whole bunch of things that we're going to talk about. So let's talk about my first one. My first one is, this is called an evil eye. I get mine from Greece, so I have a vendor out of Greece that I pick them up from. This one is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I have all the little paisleys on there. But this is something that you can put by your front door, and it can pick up that energy. This is not a classic design. I guess this is kind of more the classic design, but this shape, and they have some bigger, some smaller, and some small enough to go on a necklace or bracelet, or sometimes I see the people with them on their rearview mirror. So this is a really important one. When I get them in, they are just plain. I add the other beads to them as I put in energy of healing and protection into the evil eye. So these are really fun and easy, and that can help keep your home protected. So one of the other things that you can use is lavender buds. One of the things that's really interesting about lavender buds is people kind of discount how powerful they are. And so I'll tell them put 1 or 2 buds somewhere, and they'll put like 20 or 30. They're like, oh, if 2 is good, 50 is better. It's actually not. It can actually kind of unbalance the energy in your home. So 1 to 2 buds. Best place to kind of put them is underneath your front doormat. 1 to 2 buds in each of the corners. And then if your yard man blows them off or something like that, you can easily replace them. This is kind of an easy way to do it. And it kind of just protects the energy as it's coming into your home, so they're not coming in with as much. I will also tell my clients, now only my clients use my front door when they come to visit me. Most of my family comes in a side door, and so I have them on each of those areas, so it kind of cleanses their energy as they come into the house. So the other thing you can do is you can use a lot of stones. One of my favorite protective stones, and it really helps clear off a lot of negative energy, is black tourmaline. This is just a raw one that I have. This is one of the ones that I sell. This is really interesting. I kind of put them wherever I would collect negative energy, usually like your front door area, along the front of your house, and then down both sides. And then if you have neighbors behind you, that's where you would also want to put them kind of evenly spaced there. The other stone that I use a lot of is, this is just a quartz crystal. This is really great to kind of balance the energy and cleanse out anything that's negative. I have several large ones by my front door, and so that kind of just helps clean up that energy. Now, any of the stones and even your evil eye, you're going to have to cleanse these from time to time. It's kind of like just like cleaning out your vacuum. Your vacuum cleans up the floor, but it puts all the dirt somewhere. So this collects the dirt and the energy and the negative stuff, and then you have to cleanse these out to remove that energy. The next thing is, because of the way my house is built, my front door opens up and you go through the entry area and into the living room, and then you can look straight out to the back. One of the ones I love to do is a crystal, and so I have some crystals in that area. This is one that I made up for a client of mine, just some pretty beads on there, and then the crystal at the bottom, and you can twirl it from time to time to kind of pick up any negative energy, but it also kind of disperse negative energy or negative chi. So I use this quite often. I really love making them, so it's kind of a fun thing for me. And it's something that can kind of disperse that energy anytime or anywhere that you are doing that. One of the next things is This is an energy cleanse or a protection spray. And so you can walk over your house, throughout your whole house and kind of spray this in the corners, in the closets, that sort of thing, and kind of cleansing the energy there. But you can also use this on yourself. So I also keep a bottle of this in my car door. So before I go into a store, I'll do a couple of sprays. But when I come out from the store, I'll do a couple of sprays and clear off my energy before I get into my vehicle. And then when I get home, I'll do the same thing. I'll spray again and then come in the house. The other thing I also do to kind of the best way to put it is we bring in negative energy so many times to our house and we don't even realize it. So one of the great things that I love to do is I love to do an energetic hand scrub. So I have it next to my kitchen sink. I have it out. I put different oils in there. It's kind of basically pink Himalayan sea salt, baking soda, and mineral oil, kind of all mixed together. And I can grab that and scrub. And I literally scrub like a surgeon, kind of like up my arm, kind of scrub, and to release all of that negative energy. The next item that you can do is holy water. So holy water is something that a lot of people have, or if you're live near a Catholic church, you can usually go in. Sometimes they have some churches have like a little shop that you can purchase items from, and this is where I got this one from many years ago, I think from in San Antonio there. But there's a lot of things that you can use to protect your home from negative energy that you can use in many different ways. It doesn't always have to be something that smokes. I will tell you the smoking is usually easier, but there are people that don't really care for the smoke that much. So let's pull a couple of angel cards and get us a little bit different insight into all of this about protection. So the first card I get is surrender and release. And this is all about kind of letting things go. If they're not doing you good, or people say things, it's one of those letting it go is going to release it from you, which is going to release it from your home or office much easier. If you're hanging onto that, you're hanging onto it in your body, which is going to hang onto it in your spaces as well. So let's get this one. Is literally popping out for us. Freedom. You have the freedom to cleanse your space as much as you want. And I tell people, like I said, people do not cleanse their space near often enough. And they end up kind of like holding on to some negative energy. You should be cleansing your house or your office on a regular basis, but you should also be cleansing your body as well. We pick up energy from everywhere. And the best thing you can do is kind of keep that cleansing going all the time so that it helps release all of this negative energy that you're picking up and not taking it back home with you. Truth and integrity. Even if someone feels like they're on your side, or they come in and they feel like they have really great energy, I still cleanse my place afterwards. Now, I personally love sage. I love the smell of sage. I use it a lot. I would also say that I love incense sticks. So I sell incense sticks, and I love their fragrance. I love the energy that it brings to me. And I will tell you, more often than not, when I'm seeing clients in my office space, I can go anywhere from 5 to 15 incense sticks in one day. And that's to kind of keep that energy as we talk about things and they release negative energy, that sort of thing. It kind of just picks it up and releases it. So that's something really important to know, that even if the person looks okay on the outside, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means they usually carry some negative energy with them. Or if they're talking to you about a negative subject, that can also release negative energy. Or if you give them a new insight, that old energy is jumping off and new energy is jumping in, and you've got to get that out of your space. The next one, trust. Trust that you're doing it the right way. If you don't trust yourself, find someone who you do trust to come and do a cleanse for you, and do a deep cleanse all over the place. That is a great way to cleanse the space, keep it cleansed, to keep that energy going in the right direction. And once they teach you a few things, or you watch them do it, definitely do it with them. Ask them how they're doing it or why they're doing certain things, so you can continue keeping your house cleansed. I usually see most of my clients at least once a year, if not every other year, to cleanse their home and their office space, to kind of keep that energy going in the right direction. Except for when they're trying to build their business. When they're building their business, I come in sometimes every other month. to kind of cleanse out that negative energy. Any cell you're kind of like, oh, they walked away, that energy can stay, and so we want to release that so we don't keep having that same action going on over and over again. I thank you so much for joining me. If you like my content, please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. I will be looking forward to it. Talk to you soon.